been a lot written about the morning show and a lust for ratings that made even the worst behavior permissible. Do you feel that the important issues have been addressed?
It's up to you, New York, New York.
Good morning, Greta. Jeff in Las Vegas.
Hi, Jeff in Las Vegas.
I am so thrilled to talk to you. I am such a fan of yours. I love the second season so far of the morning show on Apple TV Plus. Congratulations, and thank you for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Well, the opening of season 2, we have a deserted New York City. I mean, and you hear Dean Martin singing "Return to Me." I've been to New York many times. That is just stunning because here in Las Vegas, the Strip was empty too. It was like deserted. So that really sets the tone for season 2, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was an eerie time, to say the least.
And how did COVID affect the production of season 2 of the morning show?
Well, we, similar to the first season, Carrie Aaron, who just is so brilliant, was able to, because, in season 1, she threw out what she had to accommodate for the Me Too movement. And in that same way, for season 2, we had already started shooting, and then COVID happened. And at the time, we did not know what we were dealing with, like everyone else in the world. And so they scrapped everything and started all over again. And you see that in the show. I mean, they are capturing real life events. It includes COVID. It includes social unrest, Black Lives Matter. It includes the election. All of these things swirling together in this big hot mess.
Well, how could you do a news show and not be topical? It just fits perfectly.
Exactly.
And your character of Stella, I love how she talks so fast and furious, and she never shies away from her opinions or decisions.
Yeah, she's a real one. I was thinking and looking at different models of young people in leadership positions and young female CEOs and what they're like, what they look like, what they sound like. And I was so pleasantly surprised to find that they really hold their own, and they're so unapologetic in terms of showing up exactly as themselves. So I was absolutely trying to inject some of that into Stella Bach.
Well, can you relate to Stella's relationship with her online media world? Because I'm an analog man in a digital world. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, when I got the job, I made it clear. I mean, I'm not on social media, that though I am technically a millennial, I am much more sort of analog in spirit. But I think that perspective maybe helped in terms of looking at Stella from the outside and really thinking about Gen Z and millennials and what they are, how they identify, and what someone like Stella could bring into this very different corporate environment, and what kinds of changes she can make.
And I understand that it has to be a rhythm to the scripts in this show, because especially your exchanges with Billy Crudup, sometimes you have such a mouthful to say that the
Yeah.
written word must be just pages and pages, but you have a certain time to get that out. But there's like a rhythm to it all.
It is so fun. It's like playing ball. I've never been on a show that has been quite so demanding in that way, where it's a sweaty event. There's no chill in what we are doing, and it's really it's been such a joy to be able to play ball with someone like Billy, and pull up my bootstraps and say, like, game on.
I love also the representation and diversity of her position of success and power, which is important today, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And I think in also how we show that, how we show um, w- someone who's wanting to represent as a young person, as a woman, as an Asian person. I think we were really careful and wanting to show how much we don't know, these unanswered questions about identity.
And she's also a woman, so I love her sense of style. It's just stunning.
Yeah. Oh, I love it too. That closet. I mean, I've never wanted to just run for the hills with an entire wardrobe in my entire life.
You don't get to take anything home, Greta?
No, apparently they need it. They like need to hang on to it. So I guess I'm gonna let them keep the wardrobe.
And working in an ensemble, it's a different kind of mentality for an actor than doing like one-on-one, isn't it? It's like almost like a family, isn't it?
I love it. I feel like that's where I can really thrive. I love team sports, and I love that mindset. And remember, we were shooting in the middle of COVID, and I'm so incredibly grateful that we got to come to work and during this time when there's so much uncertainty and to be able to just talk with colleagues about what was happening, 6 feet apart, obviously, but yeah, that was a really special time and experience.
Well, congratulations on season 2. It's magnificent, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. And come visit us in Las Vegas soon, Greta. We'd love to have
I'd
you.
love to. Thanks for having me.